Hello guys, my name's Cody. I built this van a couple years ago and I wanted to kind of show you some things. I've had some people ask me about it. It's a Ford Transit 2016 EcoBoost, high roof, which is nice. Yeah, I built it out as a smart van, did a lot of kind of some automations with it. I have not really finished the walls. I've got some rough insulation in the ceiling, but I do need to finish it out, make it look actually good on the inside, but I've been slacking on that. So what I did, when I say automation, I did a lot of Samsung Smartthings, all tied into Alexa, and I also have some things.
Can you say it again?
That's my Alexa. Cancel. I also have cameras all four sides of my roof. So I'm laying in bed, I have no windows, so if I hear a noise or someone bumps the van, I can look out there and see what's going on. Somebody's just emptying the trash or whatever. This tablet I have is just magnetic on here, so I can take it off and actually hang it from the ceiling when the bed's down and watch TV with it. I also have on my Alexa, I have Hulu. I have this tied to the stereo. The lights, obviously I can turn my lighting color in different colors, which is also tied to some automations if I want to go that route. Also I can just say, Alexa, turn lights to blue, and it'll turn them to blue. Alexa, turn lights to blue. Alexa, turn the lights to white. And these are really bright. When fans are all closed up, I usually run them at like 60% down to 10%. So I do have a button here. So when I leave, I just tap it twice, and it turns off all my automations. The automations I have, that's a hot water heater. That's a Halloween prop, ignore that. It's a 10-gallon hot water heater, and I have that set so when I turn it on, I'll show you here. I can turn water heater on. It turns my lights all red as a reminder that that's on because it uses a lot of power. So I don't want to run two things at once when that's on. High wattage things at least. Let's see, I'll go back to my normal mode. I don't know why I got an error there. Alexa, turn the lights to white. So when I leave for the day, I can just tap it twice. Turns everything off. I also have floor heat. So I have this set up to be able to haul a dirt bike or a street bike. I have the L track on the floor and some on the walls. The bed can go two heights. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, I have a controller here for my floor heat. It uses about 160 watts, so it's pretty low. This is a controller for my wall heater. It does use a lot of power, so I don't generally run it that often. My water pump switch. This is a stereo bypass. It turns the stereo on without turning the key on, which is handy. I also have on this, I have a controller for my stereo, so I can control the volume of the stereo itself from here, or do whatever I want with that. It doesn't like to be in that other mode. Yeah, my Hulu profiles. This is an onboard air compressor, ViaAir. I have air there, I can blow the van out, or I got enough hose there I can actually reach all four tires if I need to air a tire up, which is pretty handy. This, I need to label that one. This is, I have work lights on all three sides, so I can turn all them on individually. I'll show you that. So the cameras are Wise, I guess it's pronounced Wise, and it's like 35 bucks a piece from Best Buy. They're really cheap and pretty handy. I like them. I'll show you what they look like. So I've got one right there. There's the lights I have in my ceiling. I do have solar as well, 300 watts of solar. This is my Wi-Fi hotspot. It's an issue, it's taped back together now, but I have pretty much unlimited data because I need it. These are my camera power systems here. My inverter. What else? Microwave, coffee pot, that's the inverter. It's got a onboard charger and shore power. I have two more big batteries here. I run the 6 volts. Garbage can. I've got two more 6 volts underneath here. And then I have my normal battery with a bypass there. I have it wired, so obviously when the engine starts, it charges all the batteries. When it shuts off, it isolates the engine battery. I can manually bypass that if I need to, turn all of them on. And let me show you the bed setup here. So essentially I wanted to have it so I can go two heights. I can go above a dirt bike, or I can go down low where it's easy to get in and out of it. And so I built this system. It's on a track, it's a little trolley, and I kind of had to make that from some parts I bought mostly on Amazon. I bought the track, had to get it parallel, but you can see I had to space the bottom of it out. The top goes actually a little bit into the wall to keep it parallel. But then there's the holes here where I can set them wherever you want. You can drill another hole, you could run it any height or all the way down if I want to put it all the way down the bottom. There, this is my shower. It sticks onto the wall there, works pretty good. Hot and cold, I mark that where I need to have them. And then that's all rolled up now. The shower curtain normally goes in there, and I just have 4 magnets. I stick it there, 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 and there, and it makes a big enclosure outside here, so I can stand out back and take a shower really easily. I'll show you the bed here in action. So I ended up, initially I had it just manually, you just pick the thing up. This is a replacement slat kit from Amazon that I used for the frame, and then I used some angle iron just to help reinforce it a bit. It's been plenty strong, so haven't had any issues with it at all. So let me set this up and I will lower it here. And I actually did install a winch for this. So I used to just do it by hand. The winch was pretty handy. I have the controller up here for that, so I can do it all from this side of the van. I don't need to get back and forth to the crawl under it, you know, to do that. Okay, I'll show you the bed now. So I'll set it first the middle height, which is what I use like 90% of the time. It's easier to get underneath, get to your clothes, get to your fridge. And I'll show you the lower height, and I'll use the winch because it just makes things easier. The winch is not needed. If you're going to build something similar, you wouldn't need the winch, but it's handy. So yeah, I have two lengths of cables in the front that hangs, and then the rear stabilizes everything, so it doesn't really shift at all. It's actually pretty stable. If you just did all cables, they just kind of swing around a lot. So it ended up working out really well. I'll show you here. I'll lower it to the undo that cable, undo that cable, drop it down, that. I'll look at that cable, hit extend. It. So that's the medium height. I do have 2 more small pins I can put in above it right now, so that when you get on the front of the bed, it doesn't want to slide the back up. They're just kind of an issue I've had. Don't need them really, but if you're gonna be there for a while, it's good to have. I do use the cooler right here as a step. I can stand on the cooler, it's pretty durable. That helps. So low. So now what I would do is if I want to go to low setting, I just pull this pin, stick it right here, pull this pin, set it right here as well. And then I unhook this one, unhook this one. Very tight fit. Very perfect fit, really. Take my long cable here, hook it to the hook here. That's it. And what's nice is if you're on a hill, you could actually just hang it from the winch and level the bed. I don't really do that very often, but that's the process for it. I'm gonna put it away. Go up to the middle setting. Alexa, turn the lights on. durable. Works good. Thing I forgot to show too, I wanted to, was my divider. I have a shade that I bolted to the ceiling here. I custom ordered it from Zebra Shades, I think it is. My last one was a pull-down shade. Pull it down, it just stay where you wanted it to, but it ended up going out. I bought an electric one. It's not a smart one, but it is electric. So I have it set in two different preset heights. So when I park somewhere, I just hit the button. It drops down and blocks out the view. I'm on a ramp right now, so normally it drops down between the air conditioner and the bed, or the seat rather. But this is my lower height, so it'll drop down all the way to the floor if I wanted to do that and totally block out my area, which is nice because, you know, privacy wise, you don't need to worry about putting in a shade there. It's pretty much blocked out. There's just a little sliver on the side you can see through, but it works good. So I have that there. We'll raise it back up. You can hit this button here and stop it anywhere you want throughout the process, but don't normally need to. This is also my battery voltage for my house. This is my battery voltage for the engine, so I can kind of monitor that. I actually have a camera here as well that I set here when I'm gone. I'll prop it up, pointing it to the battery voltages, and I can monitor it and see, make sure everything's still on, make sure the fridge is still on if I need to. It'll last 4 or 5 days generally. Shades up now, all ready to go again. Air conditioner, I did one of these, did it through a hole in the wall. Don't really recommend it over a roof mount unit. I do have this vent, but I did that because I couldn't get a roof one due to COVID at the time. So I thought that was a good alternative, but not the best alternative. So I think that's it. If any questions on anything else, specifically, let me know. I did make these over the wheel wells. These are just storage. Put the shower curtain in there. Back here I have one for soaps and stuff. I can reach it while I'm in the shower. So that came out pretty handy. I put some cup holders in the front. I upgraded my speakers. I showed you already this guy here. I mark these to where I can just turn it on and not have to wait. Oops. And not have to find my settings every time and waste a bunch of water. I just go to line up the black dots. I know it's the temperature that I want. And then this is just, like I said, this is magnetic, so I just stick it right here. Shower out the back. So that turned out pretty handy. Yeah, I think that's mostly it for now.